Oh, hello. I have a broken leg. Ignore me. I love how your viewers are gonna find out about it before mine. I've not made a video since I broke my leg. Because clearly I have other priorities.
Okay, well, if y'all from Hitsugai's channel, you know where she's been now. And as per my usual intro, hello and welcome to Sarge's Recap. Today we've got a story time for you.
Yeah. Oh,
Also,
that ice feels amazing on my ankle.
Also, fair warning, I don't actually know if I've made this video before. There is a chance I have. Rose and I talked for, I think, a good 20 minutes, and we couldn't figure out if we made this before, so we're doing it again, maybe? Because I have a bad habit of just saying story time with Sarge and not giving a freaking subtitle. Need to work on that.
Oh. The day you remember to put subtitles in there is the day hell freezes over.
Damn, okay.
And at this point, the day I finally get married.
I'm not gonna be able to join. I can't record.
Oh, that's right. This doesn't...
Anyway. Some Ruby Eclipse gameplay is going to be going on in the background. Yes, I'll be playing. No, I don't know who I'm going to be playing as. I might fuck with you guys and pick Jean. That sounded bad.
Yeah. Damn, I thought it was only Dorian that hated Jean, not you.
I don't hate him. I just don't play as them because even though they actually got a semblance right, I don't like playing as, like, Season 1 John. He does not have a whole lot. You can see I play pretty regularly as Team Ruby, not so much as Juniper, so I'll play Pira. Should not have died, by the way. But anyway, on to the story time. So I think we're gonna do just one apiece.
Enemies
and
nearby.
I think it's fairly obvious what if Rose makes one. If Rose does this, what hers is gonna be about. But anyway, so longtime viewers of this channel will know that there was about, I believe, 20 or so videos that I deleted. And some people have been asking me where those went, why they got deleted, and if I'll be re-uploading them. That's a hard no to the re-upload. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I don't have them anymore.
Trouble with the security network in this area.
To be more accurate, I never had them to begin with.
That means you, team.
Those were all done off of a crappy Samsung J36V cell phone, which promptly committed self-die. So, those are gone forever. Not a big loss, honestly. Or, please don't go back and watch those videos. Those, like, really early videos. They were fucking crap.
Just for that, I'm gonna go back and watch them.
I don't care.
Leave it to me.
But, hello and welcome to my channel. Have you not met me? You already know I wasn't awkward shit.
Was?
Rude.
We won again.
Hello and welcome
Is
to
that a
me.
new record?
So anyway, where those videos went is I deleted them.
These structures are beautiful.
For personal
Yes,
and
the
legal
Emerald Forest
reasons.
is filled with
They
the
will
ruins
never
of
appear on my
ancient
channel
kingdoms.
again.
Keep an eye out for artifacts. Dr. Ooblik is always looking to expand Beacon's collection.
Oh,
Form up.
Professor Port, you're hilarious.
He really is.
But so why they got that? That's a more complicated
Leave it to
question,
me.
and one that
No,
will.
it's not. I can sum it up in one sentence.
Okay, breaking it down, it does get complicated for the legal.
The simple answer is Kitty's a bitch.
Okay, well, I suppose if I didn't say it, you were going to. I was trying to break it down and kind of be a fucking professional for once in my life, but you know.
Okay, but see, if you say it, you could get in legal trouble. If I say it, I can't.
Oh, I can't get in legal trouble for saying it. It would only be if I was.
The security control center for this
Okay,
region
yeah, I
is
see where
inside
you're coming
that
from.
cave.
The
Go have a
desecration
look,
character.
and maybe we can discover what the problem is.
Defamation. Not desecration. Desecration is what you do to a grave.
I mean, hell, for all we know.
Some sort of
I mean-
foreign object. I feel like
I'm
I've
not
seen
saying
that
I'd throw a
symbol
party
before.
or anything.
Never mind.
But y'all
Defend
invited.
the control center while I undo the damage. Make sure your weapons are loaded and your
Anyway,
mustache wax
so,
is stowed. This could
So
get
those
hairy.
videos were taken down because, in short, longtime viewers and now everybody will know, yes, the relationship that Kenny and I had did end, and it was not a very pretty ending. It was fairly messy. So, given that,
Students are a
I
quarter of the way
took
there.
the
Keep up
liberty
the
of
good work.
deleting the videos basically to, number one, for my own mental,
Leave
like,
it to me.
Ability.
yeah,
Or attempt at it.
rude.
Again. Hello.
You started this trend. But, so, now, why I say for my own well-being is, there is a regret period after every relationship ends. I don't care who you are.
I can always be better.
Halfway point, team.
If you tell me that you have not had one, then I'm going to call you a liar. Because in my experience,
Leave
there
it to
has
me.
I have had one relationship where I didn't really have a regret period. There was an awkward period. Like, he and I are still, like, really good friends, and now he's practically like my brother.
I have not experienced something nice.
But that was literally the only one.
So in order to kind of
No,
keep the regret to a minimum,
Leave it to me.
I did in fact delete the videos, and there are, I believe there are one or two that are still up, and the only reason those specific ones are still up are for very specific, like either they were very important to the channel or they were important that I for some reason thought or think that there needs to be a timeline record. But to be honest, if those videos disappear, don't be too surprised.
Okay, I gotta know.
Hold on
How is
just
the
a
one
little
with
longer.
the
We're
bird
almost finished.
important to the timeline?
Oh, well, the bird actually treated me better than you did.
Leave it to me.
Ooh. Shit.
Oh, man. I am about to die. Also the one with the bird generally is just being cute, and, this is YouTube.
Fair.
Leave it to me.
So that's just more, oh, shit, accidentally witnessed Pira's death again.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not good with pira. I was doing pretty well though. So, realistically speaking, legally speaking, I could have gotten in trouble for. What do you think the likely culprit would be? I would assume it would be something with intellectual properties, because she did have ideas on the channel and stuff.
There's that, and if you'd started making money, she could have made a claim to it.
Yeah, that's fair. That being said, that's all in the past.
Your new girlfriend is much nicer.
Yeah, but she's not into making the whole YouTube thing, so don't expect a video with her.
That's fine.
At least at this point in time. I'm not gonna say never, because people do change, but don't expect one. If it happens, it happens, but don't sit here and be like, oh, I want it to be like the old days, because to be honest, those videos I didn't like most of them when I posted them. I didn't like a lot of things back then, actually. Damn, it's been a minute since I thought about that. And I have changed a great deal. Yeah, fuck the world, I'm
you
proud
know
of
what a
myself.
bitch looks like.
I've raised a dog before.
Oh shit.
No, a bitch is a female dog.
I'm aware, but that's not how I took that.
I'm aware that's not how anyone's gonna take that.
You should be proud of me. I just kicked Tamari's ass with Hinata.
In what?
Storm 4.
Oh. Shit, I didn't know you had that game.
Mhm.
Anyway.
I just rebought the one for that has the Road to Boruto in it, and transferred all my data over because that one was like $12 on sale.
Anyway, some important notes are: no, Kitty did not know about Sapphire at the time. Sapphire was far too shy to introduce herself in that manner.
Which is funny to think about now.
People change. Yeah. Funny that the creator of Topo Talk used to be too shy to introduce herself to a singular person, and now anyone in the world can see her.
And now it's getting her to shut up, that's the trick.
Actually,
it's
really easy to get her to shut up. Put a marshmallow in her mouth.
I just had to do that Shrek line.
Great movie, by the way.
Amazing movie. He can talk? Yeah, it's getting him to shut up, that's the trick.
Y'all don't like Shrek, y'all heretics.
I mean, they're watching your channel, they're probably already heretics. Not that mine's much better.
Hello, Pot.
What's up, Kettle?
I'm a teapot, bitch.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
That is copyrighted. Don't sue me now.
Some sort of foreign object.
We're not getting
Like
make
I've
money, so
seen that
technically
symbol
we're fine.
before. Never
Only
mind.
if we make money out.
Oh no, it's not
Copper
copyrighted.
while
I just
I
wanted to
undo
say
the
that.
damage.
I thought it
Make
was
sure
funny.
your weapons are loaded and your mustache wax is stoned. This could get hairy.
Tell me why I have such a hard time in Boruto's tale defeating young Shikamaru.
Because young Shikamaru could clap anybody from Boruto except for
Except for the adults.
Yeah.
Hence why I put Naruto, adult Naruto, and adult Sasuke on my team. Just basically to
Students,
switch out.
we're a quarter of the way there. Keep
Literally,
up the
I
good
have
work.
them there so I can switch to playing one of them and make Boruto back up.
Now, there will be some people that might be mad at this decision because she did help start the channel.
But y'all can suck it because his mental health comes first.
However, I will say that, again, even if for some ungodly reason I wanted to, you know, put these back up, I can't. The phone that had them committed died. And
Can I go on a tangent for a second?
sure.
Can we talk about how in Naruto using the Shadow Clone Jutsu was like forbidden, and then in Boruto like everyone in the fucking grandmother knows it?
That's because Naruto became Hokage and
You're
he
not so tough.
high-key don't give a fuck.
Also, I never understood why specifically the Shadow Clone Jutsu is on the forbidden. Because it's hella useful.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Most forbidden jutsu are.
Okay, but like this one literally... Like some of the other ones I do understand, I do. I am so sorry, Toby. A lot of the other ones I do really understand. But Shadow Clone Jutsu is literally Clone Jutsu,
Hold
but
on just a
stronger.
little longer. We're almost finished.
That's because most of the time, Shadow Clones can have adverse side effects. I'm not gonna get into it here.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Continue.
That's pretty much the end of the whole thing. Just, you know, wanted to touch base on
You're
that
not so tough.
for the, like, two of you that were wondering.
Oh, what about did you bring up what happened in the relationship and why I was telling her, bitch? Because that was in that video originally as well.
Oh, hell. Good point. Damn,
Got you, homeboy.
He almost got to talk about the whole shit.
Bravo, team! Bravo!
Let's do that.
The security network in this region is
Boom.
ship-shape once
I
again.
haven't
I'll
unlocked
get
it.
some of our staff to see if they can find anything about that
This is adult
mysterious
too, right? It's a
symbol.
whole ass
Excellent work.
He is.
I don't want to hear it. Because I will start laughing. So, where to start with this? I'm not going to get into any specific one event because I know for a fact I have a lot of events here that are still up on the channel about her in different story times. You can just kind of click around until you find it. I will be going over the overarching timeline and the fall. So, back in high school, about my sophomore year, and I will also put caveats and, you know, important things will be mentioned. Keep in mind this will be an overarching timeline, so some details
I have found out that I suck at school. Sorry.
Some details are going to be left out. So in sophomore year, she moved from somewhere in Michigan. I know where. For privacy's sake, I will not say where. Was not Detroit. I say that because that's like the only city from Michigan that people in our state know.
Knows.
There's actually several, and there's a lot nicer ones.
Detroit's kind of a shithole.
I was just getting ready to say that. Got you, fam. So...
Detroit's like the New Jersey of Michigan.
You know what? I think it's worse.
That's sad. Because New Jersey's known as the armpit of the United States.
Well, Detroit's the asshole. Any viewers from Detroit, I am sorry that my relationship story started with ragging on your fucking city. What's up? So in sophomore year, I met her, but we didn't really interact a whole lot, so there's not really a lot to go over. Junior year rolls around, and she comes into my English teacher's. I'm going to call her Diva, but that's not her name. Again, I'm changing the names for privacy. And Rose, if you knew this girl, she literally was Diva from Overwatch. We did. The entire class loved her.
Okay, my English teacher was basically fucking Reinhardt.
I would love that.
Yeah, he was Reinhardt with ADHD.
Yeah, I'm not too sure he doesn't have ADHD.
That's a fair point.
So, at this time, I was a lot more of a lone wolf and a lot quieter than now. Shut it.
I didn't say a word.
You thought it loudly.
But did I say it?
You thought it loudly.
Let's see, I've got Shikamaru, Team Shikamaru, Madara Uchiha, Boruto against Team Guy as kids.
Okay. So things progress and we get to know each other. I would like to put a mention and kind of a shout out to this one girl that was an exchange student who was an utter cinnamon roll. She came from Japan, again, not gonna say the city, and her name was Kay. That's part of her name. But she was actually like the class mascot. Everybody was friends with her. She was awesome.
That's adorable.
On the last day of junior year, she was going back to Japan. She felt so bad about leaving that she came in with snacks for everybody. She had like these little green apple Kit Kat bars that she passed out, and they're awesome. I do still keep in touch with her from time to time, but her life's pretty hectic right now because she's getting married soon.
Congratulations.
So, if you're watching this...
she sees this video.
I don't know if she watches my videos or not. I don't think I might have told her I have a YouTube channel, but if you're watching this, congrats. If my letter doesn't get to you before you see this video, if it does, then still. So, and the first major event is junior prom. Funny story. The girl I'm seeing now pops up in this story. So Kitty and I didn't actually dance at prom. The girl I'm seeing now and I did. But
Nani?
yeah. Guess I need to go into a little bit of detail here, don't I? Alright, so one of my friends who was dating my now girlfriend at the time.
Let's be real, he's not your friend.
That's fair. For simplicity, I'm gonna say it though, because I don't have any other word that I could easily
Enemy.
say. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple.
Dumbass.
Keeping it simple.
Enemy is simple and accurate.
This person, we decided, because at the time we were friends, still, frenemy, that's the best word I can use. Still, we did kind of like, because we got together beforehand and we're like, hey, we're gonna go do this and we're gonna make sure that the girls are involved and da 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 da. And that just kind of didn't happen. Kitten went off to the photo booth. We ate. And then when the dance actually started, we did dance, but it was like the group dance shit and the first slow dance. The one that you would typically reserve with the person you're with. That's, at least as I remember it, tradition. Kenny didn't want to dance, and neither did.
Dumbass.
We need a, huh?
Dumbass.
We need a nickname for.
Dumbass.
No, not
That's
him.
what we have been calling him.
No, not
Oh.
him. Jesus.
Brain dead?
No, not him. I'm on air, so I can't say her name, because she doesn't want to be in videos. The girl I'm with now. We need a nickname for her.
Cinnamon roll.
Sure, why not? So, Cinnamon Roll didn't... her date didn't want to dance. Neither did mine, so we said fuck it and we danced.
Fair.
Okay. Want to note that we didn't mean anything by it at the time. Though, if I could go back, I wouldn't have asked Kitten out in the first place.
Yeah. I've got an ex like that.
Skipping the rest of prom because it was fairly uneventful, and I have a cup somewhere to commemorate it, but I had forgotten where the cup is, so take that as you will.
I had one too, but I left my prom early, and I think I got rid of it. But I only went to my senior year.
Oh, we didn't get a cup senior year. We got fuzzy dice.
I got like one of those cups that I have, the reusable kind of thermos ones that Can't keep anything hot or cold worth a damn. And a keychain.
Cool. And we're gonna skip the majority of senior year because the relationship continued, but again, it was fairly uneventful. Until senior prom. I'm going to say that events that I will disclose at the end of this video happened. Also, this is where some other shit was going on in my life that, for privacy reasons, is going to stay private, but this was a big family emergency at the time. So just know we weren't hanging out as much. We were really kind of trying to get through this and all that. Side note, Princess, because that's what she was called in high school, my sister, had her first altercation with Kitten.
Oh, I bet that went swimmingly.
See, Princess was a soccer player, which, if you
damn good one,
didn't know her, it was weird, but if you know her, it's not. The only reason that pops up is because just note that she was in the school building after school. That's important. Kitten was a part of the anime club I started that promptly got hijacked by dumbass. Still salty about that. I wouldn't have minded so much if it had been, because it was supposed to be an anime club, not just an internet sad boy trash shit. And so Kitten's in the building, Princess is also in the building, and where the girls' soccer team stores their shit is just in the first locker room in the gym when they're just practicing. It's just simpler. It's quicker to get to and fro from the field.
Mm-hmm.
Princess goes to go get her tiara. Yes, she had a fucking tiara. It was great. She still has it, by the way.
That's amazing.
Because they were getting right back up. Mind you, up until now, both of these people have heard of the other, but no communication or face-to-face meeting. Until today. It's also a note that Princess is the person that if she has something to say to you,
she will say it. She will not pull punches, and she will not give two shits. Unless she actually cares about you. And then she'll say sorry afterwards if she thinks she came off as mean. Maybe. I am speaking from experience.
She really is a sweetheart, though. Don't get it twisted.
Fuck yeah.
She lays down with her wife, and if her wife even so much as, says I'm cold or something, it is instant blanket koala hug.
As it should be.
Really adorable. Now, mind you, at the time, Princess and Gearhead, I call her Gearhead because she's a car girl. It's the first thing that came to mind. She doesn't really have a nickname. They had just started dating. Or they were where Cinnamon Roll I are were a year ago. Where we didn't say we were.
But you were.
I left it open because if I did it, you were gonna interrupt me anyway.
You're learning.
I've actually known this for a while, but there's just some things I try to get out first, and So, shrinking all this down into like the one sentence interaction it was, is Kitten said hi and Princess said, "Oh, you're da-da-da," and she goes, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, it's best if we don't speak, because I really don't care for you."
Ooh. What
And
had she done that made Princess say that?
I'll get into that, because that happened that day. I just wanted to get the interaction at first, and I'll put context in behind it. You know, video style storytelling. So, basically, earlier that day, circa lunch, I was texting Princess, and I'm like, "Hey, Kenton's acting weird, da-da-da, da-da-da," and she's like, "Well, what you doing?" Because at lunchtime, Kenton went to C-Tech, which is, if you don't know, it's like a alternative... What do you call C-Tech?
It's a technical school for high schoolers who want to go in a certain career path that's not offered at the high school, such as automobile, chef,
That.
so on and so forth.
Now, Kitten went there for visual art design or something like that.
I could say something, but I'm going to be nice and not say it.
Oh no, feel free.
She should have worked on herself then if she wanted to do visual art design, because she was not visually appealing. And her personality had a lot to do with it.
Now, mind you, at this time this was my first real relationship, and I was pretty dumb.
Pretty sure we all are at our first relationship, though.
Princess had suspicions of some thing going on. Again, I'll explain at the end of the video. I'm sure you can get an idea. I'm sure Rose already knows. And so she was like, "Uh-huh, I see." Now, Kitten came back for the anime club, and Princess told her that. And Kitten, and I can't remember what verse she quoted, but she quoted a Bible verse.
That's not gonna go over well with Princess.
It didn't. She said, I have read your Sky Daddy's book from cover to cover, and I would like to say, grammatical errors aside, I'm not impressed." Turned around and walked away. Princess and Sapphire do share one thing in common. They are in the conversation for exactly as long as they want to be.
And no more and no less.
If you are talking to Sapphire and Sapphire suddenly gets bored of the conversation, she can, will, and has turned her happy ass around and walked away.
She's done it to me, and I thought I made her mad the first couple times. But she just got bored and left. Like, oh, okay.
When we say this, she doesn't... Princess will state that she's done with this conversation.
Sapphire doesn't. She just checks out.
And Rose has also seen her do this to random people. And she thinks it's fucking great.
It is! I've seen her do it to customers, and it's amazing.
Little side tangent, that one customer she did it to that was going on about the minivan. That was hilarious. I died.
I almost did it to the one that tried to convince me that he could fit his zero-turn lawnmower into the back of his minivan. Instead, I finished the conversation, walked up to my boss, said, I'm going to lunch now, and left.
Which, if you work retail, is code for the fuckery that is about to ensue is a bucket of not my problem.
He asked why I was leaving at lunch early, because I left like half an hour earlier than I originally was, and I told him, and he went, yeah, please go to lunch. Because that was code for, I don't need you to talk to this customer any longer. Because you will speak your mind, and that's not good for company policy.
The company policy, what's that squad? Sapphire, Princess, Rose.
And you.
No, I'm the regularly breaks company policy but can't get fired because I do quality work.
Yeah.
Let's face it, I basically do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So, moving along, and now, mind you, at this point in time, Princess has already told Kitten that she's done with the conversation and has promptly turned around and walked away. Now, this is sort of how she got the nickname Princess. Her soccer team thinks it's great. Past tense, but I'm using present for her just to make it easier. I get a text from Kitten. Hey, Princess is kind of mean. Okay, well, she's hard to get close to, but what happened? She explains the scenario, and I'm like, you know, it takes her a while to like people, so give her a chance.
Really? It took her all of 2 hours to like me. Like, the day she started texting me was the day we started communicating every single day. At least once a day.
You do realize that you and her could be sisters. You guys do act remarkably similar. You are aware of this, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, Princess's name for Sapphire is the Queen of Clapbacks.
She is the Queen of Clapbacks. It's great.
Especially since she's an utter cinnamon roll until you piss her off, and then she becomes the sassiest bitch ever.
It's great.
That leads us into Kitten meeting Sapphire.
Oh boy.
Sapphire at the time was a Phase 3. Phase 3 Tulpa are only capable of staying in control for a very limited amount of time. Even when Rose met Sapphire at Phase 4, what would you say, about 3 hours, and she was pretty much exhausted? So, 2 to 3 hours at best. And that is, like, first time you guys went to Easton, she was still at 4, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take her to get tired?
About 2 hours.
And mind you, this is just, I think you guys walked around a mall.
Yeah.
This is not laborious work. Tulpa get tired at early stages very easily, and thus, yeah. And for Sapphire, it's bad to just load her up on caffeine, because then you won't get her to sleep for.
Oh. I refuse to deal with her when she's loaded up on caffeine. And you cannot make me.
But you also refuse to deal with her when she's really low energy.
Yes. Well, depends on the day. And my energy level.
But
When she's really low energy, I just tend to be worried about her.
anyway. So, mind you, considering Sapphire only had about 2 hours and Anime Club runs for about that, you can kind of guess what she wanted to do.
Anime Club.
In particular, they were going to be discussing My Hero Academia that day.
Of course.
Actually, this is how Sapphire found out about My Hero Academia.
Oh.
Though those today would never know it, Sapphire was not born with intimate knowledge of this anime.
Really? That's surprising.
You will silence.
I will not.
Put your ass on vibrate and have a good fucking day.
Wish I could. I'd do it just to freak people out.
But, so, now, mind you, Sapphire was interested in this anime because she thought it's something she might like. Spoiler alert.
No.
And, 2 hours, that's a pretty good introduction. She was looking forward to it. Now, why this isn't a hard time limit, like, it's not like after 2 hours, regardless of her energy level, she is just switching out automatically. It was a fairly concrete amount of time, because she couldn't really push herself too hard. And after a certain point of exhaustion, we've all been there, you just fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what would happen to her. The first 15 minutes was taken up by Kitten. Coincidentally talking about how she didn't like this particular anime.
That is straight heresy to her.
Now, mind you, Sapphire has yet to form an opinion on this anime. So, she didn't really care. Which, again, if you tell a modern day Sapphire, well, she'll probably...
I feel like I could look at her and tell her that My Hero sucks, but she'd look at me and laugh because she knows that I'm also a big fan.
Yeah. You don't really have a lot of room to talk. Now, when I get into this interaction, I want you to know that we are not dealing with a modern Sapphire. We are dealing with a more reserved and a more shy Sapphire.
That exists.
It did.
I love how sad you sounded. It did.
No, I'm actually really happy that it doesn't anymore. Because her reserved and shy worries me. Not gonna comment?
No.
Okay. Anyway, so Kitten was like noticing that I was acting weird. I was acting weird because Sapphire was in control. Sapphire and I are different. She's like, oh, you must be da-da-da. And she's like, yeah, I'm not really used to meeting people, so if I come off as awkward, I'm sorry. Cool. They start discussing the anime that the anime club is going to discuss. What a novel fucking idea. Wish dumbass would have did it more often. Now, this is the part that would become a very common trend that Kent would ask Sapphire is, she would always ask her, oh, what's going on in Sarge's life? And Sapphire would tell her just about anything I would. And I always thought it weird that she would ask that. But I also...
know why she would ask that.
Go on.
Because she was checking up on you to make sure that she knew everything, and she was basically spying on you with your own second personality. Because she's a control freak.
But it didn't work.
I never said it worked. I said that's what she was trying to do.
Now, Sapphire kind of started to like the anime, so she was like, hey, you know, this is pretty good. Kent was like, I don't really like it. They kind of do the whole blah, you know, go into debate on anime. I'm not going to start that debate here because I will lose that debate. I don't think the anime is bad. I just don't know as much about it as Rose or Sapphire. And,
That's fair.
I'm doing this strange thing called staying in your lane.
I know, it's weird for you.
I'm gonna go back to my little corner with Naruto and One Piece and Bleach, and I'm gonna go be the Madara fanboy I am.
You don't even know as much about One Piece as I do.
Shut the fuck up, give me this.
Alright, I'll give you that one.
Because
Barely.
while I don't know a lot, I do like the anime. That's something. Nah, I'll just go back to my Naruto corner. I can't even take One Piece. Bleach I'm actually getting to know really well, so there's that.
So you're learning about our Lord and Savior.
Oh yeah, Ichigo's great.
From you. It's Jesus. Ichigo is Jesus.
Oh yeah, convoluted plans that don't work out in the end. Totally.
I still like there's one episode that I know you're gonna like, where they're trapped
Not
in
the
a...
time.
Okay.
Sorry. We've gone on a lot of side tangents.
That's better.
Now, fast forwarding, because the rest of the conversation was somewhat uneventful. So was kind of the rest of senior year until the Cedar Point trip. This is also the very same time where we're going to go ahead and say that shit happened.
I know for a fact that this was in a video.
No, this is the high school Cedar Point trip.
Oh.
There's the two others are. This is the predecessor. This is where things kind of start to crack. Princess, EMS, and I.
Or are we not calling EMS Pira now?
Oh fuck! Right, that is her name. Me trying to come up with nicknames on the spot never works. Da 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 da.
What was that? Da, 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 da.
Like the rest of this video, I don't know. So, now, mind you, I'm not gonna go into like why shit cracked, but I will at the same time, because some parts are very private.
We're all counting on you.
It kind of had to do with mine and her belief system. And Princess's lack thereof. Princess is agnostic. She will claim and will stick to if you can provide proof.
While it's spinning, dodge out of the way. It will be disoriented after it passes you.
The problem
That's
is,
when you strike.
the proof that Kitten provided, I will use the term loosely, was not concrete. When she says proof, she means like concrete evidence that you couldn't just attribute to anything. You need to actually back your whatever statement you're gonna say up.
That's gonna leave a mark.
And that usually doesn't go well for people trying to be
Bible searchers.
well, I was just gonna say in a debate of this nature. Now, when we go on about this, please note, I don't mean any disrespect to Princess or Pira. Notice the names I said there.
So, you don't mean to take offense to your sisters.
Yes. Princess was talking to Kitten and said, no offense, Sarge could do better.
I mean, not wrong.
Pira laughed and said, yeah, nah, I'm a little confused. Pira is a huge Dragon Ball fan.
I know it's a stretch, but maybe you operate
Isn't
that
Princess too?
mechanism to extend the bridge.
Well, yeah, but Pyra's an even bigger one than Princess.
I need to have a DBC debate with Pyra now.
Ah, it worked!
You don't want
And
to.
seemed to
I
attract
really
some
do.
thrill. Happy hunting!
Anyway, so with that being said, you guys are gonna love this. So, Pyra was actually in like this orange Goku-gi that she just bought at, I think it was an anime convention. I forget where she got it.
Like a hoodie?
No, like an actual gi. And she was at the arcade, and you know, her and what do you call it? Pyra's husband, nickname.
Marine.
Sure. Her and Marine were at the arcade, and he won some stuffed animal order, and she was just basically enjoying it. It was a high school trip, but those two basically checked out, went on a date, and told the rest of us we could jolly well fuck ourselves. Now, mind you, I knew this, didn't care, and I thought, you know, good idea. Thing is, Kitten had checked out and gone off with some of her friends.
Take your time, why don't you?
When
You're not so tough.
I texted her just to ask where she was. Mind you, I hadn't even told her, like, hey, do you want to meet up? I was like, hey, you know, just kind of wondering. You walked away just kind of randomly, just wanted to know where you're at. To which I only got the response that she just wanted to be with her friends, and I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I get it. And now, mind you, I guess she took offense to me saying, oh, okay, no problem, I'll just hang with my sisters.
But she just
Yeah, I didn't know what she actually expected. Because if I like you and you tell me to fuck off, I actually will go do something else.
Hey, Sarge.
What?
Fuck off.
No.
Liar.
My video.
Liar.
Now. Are you having...
You do this because you know I'm kidding.
Huh?
I said I'm allowed to say this because you know I'm kidding.
Yeah. Now, to anyone that doesn't know, Kitten was and is in this huge church group. There's roughly, I think, 30 of them. And this is primarily who she was spending time with, was about 5 or 6 of them from this group, and they were on rides and doing that kind of shit. Okay, I don't go on rides anyways, so no big deal. Just kind of randomly picking characters and going on random missions.
I'm just picked random characters that were highlighted to pick or their that she keeps popping in front of me and it's like, hey, let's trade. I'm like, okay, you wanna get your ass beat for the 10th time in a row? Let's go. Who might stop you?
Now, mind you, when she was like, oh, well, okay, I guess she didn't want to spend time. Because she did actually bring this up, and I was like, didn't you just say you wanted to go spend time with your friends?
Generally, that means, hey, we might catch up later, but like, yeah.
And, yeah, couples fall apart. But I was really confused.
I would have known that.
Go, Team Ruby!
Love you. Maybe.
Well, then move into a different house.
He's been staying with me, being the good husband he is, to take care of me all the time, by the way.
Like I said, move into a different house.
But this is my house!
He deserves something for taking care of you.
He does.
Just as I
Buying
thought,
him
more
a steak dinner
sabotage
as
from
well
our
to make
friend
that
with the
work.
symbol. But those cages... Was someone
Yeah.
trying to capture
Anyway.
Grimm?
So,
I don't like the looks of this.
basically,
For now, let's just focus on the objective.
I'm
Defend
like,
that
you know what,
control
you just
center
go
while
hang
I
out with your
undo the
friends.
damage.
I don't...
Get ready.
We'll discuss this later because I'm confused as shit. Was not mad, I was just thinking that this was gonna be a thing with her and I didn't want to make a scene. Also was actually enjoying having time with my sisters, so I wasn't really keen just to drop it. Because,
Not this one specifically, you ate off of it, you little shit. Fine.
Students, we're a quarter of
But
the way there.
anyway.
Keep up the good work.
she gets uppity. And I'm like, look, I ain't dealing with it right now. I'm not about to sit here and have you get mad at what you asked me. She actually told me, but I was trying to be nice. it also didn't help that she apparently didn't know where I was. But the fact she walked away, we were still in the arcade. We hadn't moved and we were playing games and we were getting ready. We were talking about going to lunch somewhere, but we hadn't actually, you know, picked a location. So, Sapphire temporarily takes over because she has something that she wants to say. Now, if Sapphire is taking a nap and you wake her up and she then has something to say, generally speaking, this is where Queen of Clapbacks comes into play. Sapphire does enjoy her naps, and I would strongly advise you not to wake her up.
Yeah.
Although I'm not going to stop
Her up from a nap is like putting Gara to sleep in season 1 original Naruto.
I will say though, like, she's not mean right off the gate. You do have to kind of push it. I would severely suggest against this action. But, apparently my thoughts didn't matter in the storyline anyway. And now the whole Dragon Ball Goku thing does come up in a minute. But Sapphire is like, oh, you know, I just need to say something to get me. And so she basically tells Kitten, like, look, you told him you wanted to go be with your friends.
I've just received a report.
And she was like, well, yeah, but a good boyfriend would come over. And she's like, no, he doesn't have to come over and just stand in the background.
It's an old research and development corporation, far before your time.
Clearly told
the company
him
was crippled
that,
by the collapse of Mountain Glen, where they lost their primary facility
don't
and
want to
chief
hang
staff
out with
members.
him, so why
They
is he
never
going to
recovered
force
from the
his...
incident and eventually shut
Sorry,
down.
why would you force
Which
your
begs the question,
presence on
why
someone
is
who
there
very clearly
technology
doesn't want to
suddenly
be
popping
in it?
up in the Emerald Forest? I've never been one for riddles and history.
But
More of a man of action, if I do say so myself. But I think I
what's
know someone
really
who can
funny
help.
is
Onward
when she said
to
this,
victory!
she was like, and also, no offense, he's not really, like, again, everyone, this is a saying of hers. I don't know if Rose has heard it, but she has said it quite a few times. That everyone is their own protagonist, so take charge of your story. I think you've heard it once or twice. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I've heard it once or twice.
And she said that, and Kitten was like, when you're in a relationship, you're playing co-op. And she goes, well, then you need to cooperate.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, fucking suicide by cop right there.
Yep.
And she switched back out because she was still tired. She had played some games and shit earlier before. So she basically was going back to her nap. Kitten had issue with what Sapphire said and attempted to get Sapphire's attention, to which Sapphire promptly ignored her.
Fair.
That was actually kind of cool. The rest of the Cedar Point trip happens, and on the ride home, because we're all riding in the same bus, okay? Surprise, surprise, Cinnamon Roll pops back up. Now, this part I will say could be construed as wrong on my behalf. However, there is a lot of context that needs to be gotten through. Cinnamon Roll and I decided to sit together since Kitten was off with her friend still.
Fair.
This was fairly early into fall, but it was still kind of chilly. And Cinnamon Roll didn't bring a jacket. I let her borrow mine because I was like, I'm not going to sit here and let someone else shiver. I'm not that much of an asshole.
Most of the time.
Kitten got mad that another girl was wearing my jacket, and I can kind of see where she's coming from, but I'm gonna let it be to Rose and you guys as to who was in the wrong there.
I'd say her, she wasn't there. And besides, Cinnamon Roll was, at the end of the day, still your friend. And you should really have a, like, if Zach and I had a mutual friend, like, I don't know, let's say Ruby. Because Zach and I are both friends with Ruby.
Ruby is a cinnamon roll.
She is. And I have a jacket on, and Zach has a jacket on, and Ruby doesn't. So Ruby always has a jacket because she's anemic. But let's just say for argument's sake, that she didn't have one on today. And she gets cold, and Zach's like, oh, here, take my jacket. I'm not going to stand there and be pissed. Like, oh, no, you gave Ruby a jacket. How dare you? Da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to be like, oh, thanks. You're saving my friend from being freezing. Because you're a decent human being.
It's of note that...
Chelsea. Chelsea.
I knew who you were talking about.
Zach didn't, so he asked to.
It's of note that this jacket was... If you ask her, she said she bought it. She by Kitten. But I know that's not right because I know who gave it to me, and it's very ironic who gave it to me.
But was it Cinnamon Roll?
Yes. Actually, fun fact. So, mind you, we're pretty heavy into the shit is not great in this now. Graduation happens, and the 2 Cedar Point stories, which I will skip because they're already on the channel, happen.
I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna have to dip out early because my ankle is killing me and it feels like it's on fire, so I'm gonna go deal with that.
Cool. I'm getting ready to wrap up the video anyway.
Alright, peace out everybody.
And at the very end, where shit fell apart, it was kind of everybody's fault involved, including mine. But I don't believe what they did was right, because this is the most recent and also most confusing memory. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically, Kent was mad at me. Cinnamon Roll was trying to tell me, oh, like, you know, this is what you do. And I tried to follow her advice, and it seemed to just make things worse. And so when we were done, Looking back on it, I'm glad that we're done, because that was a relationship I didn't want to be in. I liked the idea of being in a relationship more than I liked her, and I didn't know that back then. Now I would not have gotten into that relationship. Young Sarge was dumb Sarge. I'm still young Sarge, so take that as you will. Anyway, it's been an hour and 14 minutes. Thanks for listening to me rant, and I'll see you on the next Sarge's recap.